Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly check-in. So within this weekly check-in, we're going to be kind of paying attention to all of the Virgo energy that's around us at the minute. The sun is still in Virgo, so it's still Virgo season. We've got a new moon in Virgo on Friday the 15th of September. That's at 2:39 a.m. British Summer Time. And on that same date, on Friday the 15th, we also have Mercury going direct in Virgo, and that will be later on in the evening. So Virgo is a sign of analysis. So at this time, we might be analyzing what is and isn't working and what we can learn from that within our lives. We may be looking at making things more efficient, new strategies, new solutions, new choices. We could be also considering our relationship with our resources and security, our day-to-day routines, and where we give our time and energy where we're of service. So the books you can see here are from the Oracle decks I'm going to be using for the reading today. And we're going to begin by getting you a main theme. So within this main theme, we might be looking at any intentions you want to set with the new moon, or just general themes of what is or isn't working in your day-to-day life at present. So let's see what comes up for you as a theme, Capricorn, as a main theme. So what does Capricorn need to know for the week? And the week is 7 days from the time that this video is posted. So main theme for Capricorn, Four of Cups. Okay, that looks like it's relating to disappointments. Let's see what your energy is. That was quick. Your energy is the High Priestess. Let's look at any external energies within this that are impacting things, whether it's a person. Why are you all going on the floor, Capricorn? I was going to say a person, a situation, or just general energy itself from the universe or whatever. You've got the Hanged Man. Those are pretty deep cards, the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. And let's look at any advice for you as well. You have, wow, you've got three majors under here. That's interesting. So the theme is minor arcana, and as I said, it looks like dealing with disappointments or dissatisfaction. But then all your card, external energy, and the advice are all major arcana. I'm not sure what that means yet, but we'll find out. Let's get you some oracle cards. So we'll start off with angels and ancestors. First of all, what else does Capricorn need to know at this time? I'm telling you, these cards have a vendetta against my candle at the minute. I'm going to try that again. I think at least 3 out of 3 readings I've done so far. I'm on, I think you're the 7th or 8th reading I've done now. But 3 of them I've done so far. The cards have put the candle out, so it's like they've got a vendetta. I'm just going to have to pause the video because I can't actually see where that card has gone. So just bear with me. Okay, Capricorn, it just took me about a minute to find this card, and it's Mountain, Stand Your Ground. I'm not going to take it, but this could be relevant, especially if there is any dissatisfaction here. So yeah, let's try that again. Don't know what the cards have against the candle at this point in time, but let's try again. So what else does Capricorn need to know? There we go, and I managed to save it from falling on the floor. It says, grow within your current situation. And let's get you a Sacred Destiny card as well. Let's just give them another shuffle. Forgiveness. Okay, so the first thought with the forgiveness card was potentially needing to forgive yourself. You may need to forgive other people for something as well, but there's something about forgiving yourself here. Initially, I would say whatever situation you are in that isn't working, or where there's some kind of disappointment at present, there's something you need to learn I would say there's something you need to learn before things can change. That's what it feels like, and it could be around your beliefs potentially. But let's clarify rather than jumping to conclusions. Maybe that's where the forgiveness comes in, where there's something about your beliefs you need to change. But with that growing within your situation card coming up, it does suggest that there's something that needs to be learned from it. So let's get into the clarifiers and hope they stay on the table. So what do we need to know about that Four of Cups as the main theme? First of all, Nine of Wands. What else? Ace of Wands. Queen of Cups and Eight of Wands. And I think I'll get one more for that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I've lost a couple of cards on the floor. But Nine of Pentacles. I feel that you're not happy where you are, Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like you're not happy where you are, whether that's a physical place relating to your home, your work, where you are in life in general, the friends that you have, your routine, your day-to-day. Something's not working there, and I feel that you are not happy where you are. Let me just pick up the cards that fell, and then we'll look at the clarifiers more. It feels like there's something just very dissatisfying, and it's even looks like it could potentially be... Could it be apathy? I don't know. But you're just not happy where you are. You've got the Nine of Wands, which to me, she often looks like a caged animal to me. And that's not a criticism to the character. It's just literally like she feels that whatever's around her, she feels trapped. She feels like, I mean, it almost in this particular reading, like normally, when I say caged animal, it's like someone has trapped her. But here, I mean, maybe this is the intention. I don't think it defines it in the book. She's like she's done a protection spell for herself, using the wands and with the pentacle there as well. It's like this is her protecting herself, because whatever is going on around her, it's not good, basically. So it's like she's protecting herself. And the Nine of Wands, it's often about resilience more than anything else for me. In other decks, it's about standing up for yourself, resilience. But this one, she just looks like she's fighting to protect herself. Like she's almost like she's fighting for her life in a weird way. So I don't know if that's how you feel. You've got the Ace of Wands. So you may have a spark for something. There may be something that you feel would be better. And with the Queen of Cups, yep, that's feeling, something that you feel would be better. It's something that you'd want to move towards. You're probably hoping to create movement towards that. And that Nine of Pentacles, again, is just that card of you're not happy where you are. I've said it before, this Nine of Pentacles, she does not look happy to me. She looks like she's got everything around her that she needs, a beautiful garden. She's trying to, I don't even know if she's talking to the squirrel, but she just doesn't look happy. She just looks just completely dissatisfied, like what the hell am I doing here, like forlorn. And that's the energy I get. It just feels like the Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Cups, you're not happy where you are, but you probably do have a spark for something, or you had a spark for something and you'd rather move towards that. But I mean, it could potentially with the Nine of Pentacles be independence. I mean, Queen of Cups is the mother. This has come up with Aries, I think it was, where you could potentially have an overbearing mother or maternal figure in your life and you want to move away from them and become independent. That's a possibility. But yeah, I'm not going to keep going on about it. But yeah, I'd say main theme, something's not working in the sense that you are not happy where you are, and it probably is to do with your day-to-day life in whatever that means for you. Let's look at your energy as the High Priestess. I mean, this may literally be just that you're fully aware that you're not happy, because there are some people that they're not happy, but it's like fake it until you make it, or putting on a facade. it is likely that you actually know and grow within your current situation as well. You're probably trying to escape it. But let's clarify that High Priestess. And I know how it feels, Capricorn, when you're not happy with certain parts of your life, especially your day-to-day routine. It just does your head in, and then especially if you're trying to figure out a solution and you're just like, I just don't know how to do this. That's a theme that's come up in a lot of the readings for this week. So yeah, right, so with that High Priestess we get the Three of Swords and the Sun. I would say that this actually feels really, it feels really bad, that Three of Swords. I mean, sometimes when I do the readings, the stuff like the Three of Swords, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles come out, and I'll just look at them and I just read them pretty objectively. And then other times I look at the card and I can feel it. And this one, when I start to feel tearful, when I'm looking at a tarot card, I can feel it. It feels very painful. But I would say you're aware of that. I don't know if it's past or present pain. It could even be past pain, to be honest, but I can feel it. I can feel the tension from it. I'd say you're aware. I really feel like you're aware. You're aware of your pain. You're probably aware of what you want to, something that you want to move on to. But I mean, the High Priestess, she keeps things to herself, doesn't she? And the Hanged Man as well. That's an external energy, and it's probably not another person. I found with these recent readings, the external energy is not often a person, it's the energy around, the surrounding energy that's there or impacting things. But yeah, let's get more for that High Priestess, please. We have yeah, I think you're aware of what's not working and what you want to move towards. I really do. Or you're, at the very least, you're aware that you're not happy and that you could be happier elsewhere. Something else has flipped in this deck, and I don't know when it flipped, so I can't use it, but let me see if I can find it. The Tower. I think that's what you want. I think you want a tower. I mean, I'm going to put it back just because I don't know when it flipped, if it was when I was clarifying that or whether it's down here. But I think you probably want a tower. If I was in that much pain with that Three of Swords, I would definitely want a tower if I couldn't get myself out of the situation. Let's get another clarifier. Yeah, you've thought about this. I really feel that you've thought about it. You're fully aware that things aren't working, and you thought about this Four of Cups twice. You know it's not working, whatever it is. Anything else? And again, I feel like it's something to do with your day-to-day life and your day-to-day routine. Anything else? Maybe the Hanged Man will be more specific about what it could be. I'd had a feeling it would come out again. I thought it was going to come out when that Four of Cups came out. But yeah, it's back. I think you want a tower. You want a tower to rescue you. I'll get one more after that just because the tower's like a cliffhanger card for me. I have that feeling when things are really bad and I can't figure my way out of it. I'm like, please, God, send me a tower. But I've learned that, yeah, it ain't going to happen. You don't get the tower when you want it. It's unexpected, isn't it? So, and I said it in a different video, unless you are very lucky out there, if you've ever prayed for a tower and got one, please let us know what the trick was behind that. Well, not trick, but yeah, it doesn't happen when you pray for it. It's when you don't expect it. New cycle, yeah. You want a tower. You want a tower to go into a new cycle. I feel like you probably aren't certain how to change things yourself, but you are fully aware of how you feel. You know it's not working. You know the pain you feel, or disappointment, or whatever it is, and you know that you could be happier. You may know exactly what it is you want, potentially, I don't know. But at the very least, you know you could be happier elsewhere or doing something different, and you are praying for that tower. And should I call the video that, Praying for a Tower? Because I do see, I mean, this one looks like they're in meditation or prayer, actually. Some of the Four of Cups and Four of Swords look like they're praying. So I might call it that, Praying for a Tower. So that was to clarify the High Priestess. Let's look at the Hanged Man energy. So it's an external energy that could be looking at different perspectives. Sometimes I feel like they're in a cocoon and they're transforming. Sometimes it's about change of beliefs. I did mention beliefs at the beginning, that maybe there is something you need to change about your beliefs that will help you to figure it out yourself. overall, maybe as an external surrounding energy, maybe it's to do with limbo. Let's have a look. Let's clarify and see what comes out for that. 10 of Pentacles. That may be what you want, or you're contemplating. Another sign had this, I think Leo maybe, about what do you want your legacy to be. I could be wrong, it might not be Leo, but yeah, it was about what do you want your legacy to be, and I think that might be what you're contemplating. Anything else? That's in reverse, isn't it? 3 of Cups. This is, I think, the same reading where there was the whole legacy. No, it was Aries, wasn't it? I'm sure I mentioned Aries at the beginning of your reading as well. Oh, about the mother? About a mother being restrictive towards someone, and it's coming up here again. And I think the reading, that was it, the Aries reading about what you want your legacy to be, and there was a lack of support. Is it, do you have Aries placements, or is there a connection to an Aries? Yeah, 3 of Cups in reverse for me is a lack of support. I mean, yeah, it's a lack of happiness as well, but it's a lack of support. Maybe this is, you have thoughts on what your legacy to be, what you want your abundance and prosperity to be, but lack of support there. Maybe that's why you don't know how to figure it. Yeah, stress. In the Aries video, it was the same card and it felt like frustration. What does it feel like here? It's not so much, it could be frustration. It's not frustration here. It's more like distress, I think, here. Distress or defeat, being on the verge of deceit, but distress strongly. You know when you're like at the end of your rope and you're like, I just don't know what to do anymore. That kind of energy from that 9 of Swords. Anything else? And it's where it's reminding me as well, you know, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where things are so bad and you're literally on your knees praying, please, somebody just help me to figure this out, help to get me out of this. That's what I'm, the distress type energy I'm getting from that. Okay, anything else? 2 of Wands. Okay, let's see what else comes up after that. Okay, I have a thought on that, but I'll share it in a minute. Let's get one more clarifier. I'll have to get another one. I feel like that's a cliffhanger. With the 2 of Wands, I was going to say, that almost feels like you're, like, that's where you want help. I know that the 2 of Wands is often about making decisions, choosing a path, which it is. It is in this card and it is in the reading. But for me, the bird is a messenger. So again, in terms of like prayer type things, whatever you pray to, whoever you pray to, it's like you're asking for advice. And I would say spiritual advice with the birds. There's no other person here to give you advice, is there? Like the support there with people, it's tipped upside down, so there's no support there. So it's like maybe you're praying for spiritual support. I mean, wolves for me are instinct as well. There's a lot coming up about lone wolves here as a theme in general. There was a reading I just did, like a collective reading for the new moon, in addition to these weekly ones. A lone wolf kind of thing came up there as well. But yeah, it's kind of like sort of praying or hoping for support and advice and guidance in terms of choosing a path, choosing what step to take next. That's a big Virgoan theme, is taking the necessary steps or what steps you need to take. Let's get another one after that Hierophant, because I feel like that's a cliffhanger. It could be something to do with restriction with the Hierophant. I'm going to take, right, we've got the Empress there. That to me is like bookending where the 10 of Pentacles and the Empress connect with each other. That's your abundance, that's your, but this is sovereignty and empowerment as well. So it's not that you're, as much as you might be praying for a tower for help, it's because you're at the end of your tether. It's not that you expect anyone to rescue you, but you just don't know what to do anymore. So that's why you might be praying so hard for help. But you do want to be independent with it, I would say. It's not that you want someone to baby you, which sounds a bit harsh actually. You don't want someone to baby you or cuddle you. You want to do it yourself, but you know that you're probably at a point now where it's like, I don't know what else I can do on my own. I need help. Let's get one for the Hierophant alone. It might be something restrictive. Could be spiritual advice. This is a really weird card. As I've said before, it gives S&M vibes, but it doesn't give that here. It feels more restrictive, like the rule book. I've talked recently about throwing out the rule book, but let's see. What do we need to know about that Hierophant for Capricorn? Right. restrictive, Four of Swords. Is it in reverse? It kind of is in reverse. Was it Aries that got this as well? With that Two of I swear to God, your reading feels very connected to Aries. Maybe it's saying that you need to embody Aries energy, I don't know, and take a risk. But I feel like Aries got this in reverse as well, to do with a restrictive mother and needing to drop, where it was sort of telling them, the advice was drop the balls, like not in a silly way, but drop the balls as in you're juggling too much, you're doing too much, or you're trying to satisfy too many people. Drop the balls and stop doing it. And that is the vibe I'm getting here with this Hierophant. Maybe it's expectations that have been put upon you, the Hierophant, and you're feeling kind of restricted by it. Maybe you don't know what move to make, and it really is that you just need to drop the ball. Maybe you're trying to satisfy or appease too many people. Let's get one more for that Hierophant. Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like the Hierophant here is something restrictive, and you probably do need, I mean, Four of Swords can be about peace as well. You probably will get peace. I think Ace of Cups is associated with peace. It's definitely fulfillment. But I think it may be associated with peace. The key is to drop the balls. If you're juggling too many different things, you may have to let people down. Although this card, grow within your current situation, it speaks of responsibility, and it kind of tells the opposite of like, stay true to your commitments, blah, blah, blah. But then what about your commitments to yourself and the honor towards yourself as well? Or maybe it's that, it's the balance where, say, if you have made commitments and you are helping other people, yes, you can help them, but maybe there have to be boundaries about what you can and can't do and what you will and won't do, because maybe they're giving you too much to do, and that it's like you can still commit to certain things, but you just have to set certain boundaries. But this, it feels bigger than that. It does feel bigger than that, because I mean, you've got all the major cards here. The Hanged Man, High Priestess, the Justice card, and it literally looks like you're distressed. So grow within your current situation. I don't know. I mean, this was your beliefs, wasn't it? Something about your beliefs. It could be as simple as needing support, possibly, or needing advice. That is a strange one. We're going to look at your actual advice and see what comes out for that. But for the Hanged Man, so in summary, the Hanged Man, sorry, I got distracted then. Maybe you believe that there's no help for you. Maybe you haven't been looking in the right place for help. Maybe that Three of Cups is not just about people not supporting you. Maybe it's that you support other people too much, and something needs to change around that in terms of your beliefs if you want to be abundant. Okay, we'll leave it there, because that's just a lot. It really feels like a big deal, whatever it is. Another thing I'm getting from this particular one, you can't really, so you can kind of see the string is hanging on, but you know, the puppet on a string kind of thing, and with that Hierophant coming up as well, do you feel like a puppet on a string for everybody else? That's just a question that's come up in my head, so that may be something you need to think about. And then again, going back to that dropping the balls, because the what do you call it, you know what, I can't even remember what this is now, but it's like a jester type thing. I know it's not a literal puppet on a string, but the jester, if it was a jester who was a juggler, is like a performer who's just there to entertain people. Like, are you serving others, but how are you serving yourself as well? And I know, as I said, it's a contradiction about grow within your current situation. But maybe the growth is learning how to serve yourself and honor yourself as well as assisting others. That's a possibility, because justice, it's about balance, it's about fairness, isn't it? Let's clarify justice. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for overgiving. Maybe you need to forgive others for taking advantage of you. you tell me. But let's clarify justice. Eight of Cups in reverse. Can't remember who got that, but when it came up previously, I saw it as somebody who wants, it can become someone coming back to something, but I previously saw it as someone who wants to walk away but hasn't made a move yet. Let's get another clarifier for that. Yeah. Six of Wands. Six of Swords. Anything else? That's in reverse, isn't it? Okay, I'm just going to have to pause the video to answer the doorbell. Sorry about that, Capricorn. I feel like that this Eight of Cups and Fool in reverse was in another reading too, and I think it may have been the Aries reading. And I think the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands came up in the same reading, so I'm finding this really strange now. Again, it's similar energy to the Eight of Cups of wanting to change things, but not. And this is advice, so it is actually quite confusing. That is very confusing. I mean, Six of Wands, I feel like you want to be appreciated with that. I know that Six of Wands is about success. I mean, you probably want to be successful. It can be about being seen, but I'm feeling like appreciated is the key word here. Six of Swords is obviously moving to calmer waters. I always feel like she's got the box is sacred, isn't it? You've got someone there supporting her. I often feel like this is the Hermit assisting her, and the Hermit is your inner knowing, isn't it? Let me get more. I just, as advice, if it came up in one of the other cards, I could make sense of this, but as advice, I don't really know what it's saying, to be honest. Let's have a look. Anything else? This is advice. Justice is advice. I mean, yes, it's what's fair to you. But let's see if there's anything else that comes out that will be helpful. Of course, they have to get lost. I will take them, though. I feel that they're relevant. So we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We've got the Devil in reverse. These are clarifying justice as your advice. We have the Moon. And we also have Strength. I swear that Strength card came up in Aries reading as well. In like as advice or something. Oh, okay. Bear with me a minute. Let me see if I can make sense of this. So I've already established that the Fool and the Eight of Cups are where someone is like someone's ready to take a risk, ready to leave things behind that are disappointing them, but they're not quite making a move. I feel that you want to be appreciated. You want peace. Ten of Cups in reverse. It's like, that's that same energy of kind of knowing that you could be happier elsewhere, but you haven't quite made a move towards it. I would say the Devil is about really, yeah, okay, yeah, it's that confusion energy. The Devil is about releasing fears, because it's in reverse. I would say it's releasing fears. The Moon, to me, it's the unknown here. It's probably more to do with confusion, possibly, or hidden emotions. And then the Strength is having the courage and maybe resilience, but probably more so courage. You can't even see that, can you? Put it there. To do what you need to do. So in terms of advice, I don't even know what to say in terms of advice. It's telling me what your situation is. I think the actual advice I can say really is the Strength card, which is to courage, which is it's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it, really? But I just don't know what else to say within the reading for that. I think I will get you a couple more cards if it will help to clarify that Six of Swords and Six of Wands, because they feel really important here. That can feel like leadership with that Six of Wands. But let's get a bit more. Let's do the Six of Swords first, because let's see, anything else for that Six of Swords as advice that can help Capricorn to deal with whatever they're dealing with, because it's just a horrible thing at the minute. Hermit. That's funny how the Hermit, and I said that looks like the Hermit. I would say trust and follow your inner knowing, which again kind of sounds like a cop-out. Anything else? And you got the High Priestess as well, and the Hanged Man, it's literally about trusting your inner knowing, trusting how you feel, and allowing that to move you forward and move on. How do I put it? Allow your inner knowing and how you feel to help you to move on, if that makes sense. I'll get one more for that Six of Swords. Okay, to overcome any challenges. I'd say be prepared to overcome any challenges and allow your inner knowing and emotions to help you overcome any challenges. That was a close one with that candle again. Yeah, I think, did this come up in the Aries reading? I think it did, the Queen of, it was the staff. I think the Queen of Wands came up and she had like a staff or wand or whatever, and there were a bunch of other cards that came up with staffs or wands as well, and it was literally about standing up for yourself. And of course, the Nine of Wands, I did say, I think I said it can be about standing up for yourself as well, but here it felt more like a protection spell. So I think it is just about I mean, this to me, sometimes it's about rising up, the Six of Wands. It can be about being valued and respected as well. So it might be more a case of standing up. I think I said Six of Wands can be about being seen, allowing yourself to be seen and heard. And the Queen of Wands is a similar energy too. I don't know, do you doubt yourself, Capricorn? Do you sort of doubt what you think and what you feel? I feel like Capricorn is probably quite a, I mean, I could be wrong here, feels like a confident sign. So would Capricorn fear speaking up about what they know? Maybe if it's something practical, because you're an earth sign, when it's to do with practical, logical things, you're probably completely confident in standing up for that. But maybe when it's emotional, spiritual, intuitive things, do you sort of feel held back? Do you feel like you might, and I don't know why this is coming up, do you feel like you might be ridiculed for standing up for things that are related to emotions and intuitive, spiritual type things? Because this Six of Swords, to me, out of every Six of Swords, is a very spiritual card. It looks like she's on a spiritual journey, to be honest. I mean, is that it? Are you on a spiritual journey and you just feel trapped in whatever reality it is that you have? That's a possibility as well. Let's just get something for that Six of Wands, and then I'm going to let it go, let the reading go. I almost feel like that's right, even though it fell out weird. You got Justice and Death. Allow yourself to transform, allow the situation to transform. But I'm going to try that again because they kind of slipped out of the deck. I will get one more card of advice. I don't know if it'll be any help to you. Okay. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is confidence related. I feel like it's going to be a case of, again, trusting your inner knowing, trusting how you feel and standing up for that. You may have been someone that previously only stands up or tends to stand up for things when it's practical and logical, but maybe this is a time in your life where, yes, the intuitive, spiritual, emotional things will have an impact on your physical life, but maybe you don't see how that can happen. I don't know. And I was just noticing as well, is that a new moon in both of these cards here? So you really probably may want to set intentions on that new moon. What would I suggest you set intentions for? Let's have a look here again. I would say set intentions to give you the strength and courage to trust in your emotions, to fully embrace your emotions and your intuition, and to allow them to move you forward. Yeah. Allowing your inner knowing and your emotions to move you forward. I don't know how that'll work, but yeah, it's a bit of a mess on the desk with all these cards out. But yeah, the Magician is a card of confidence, and then you've got the Change with the Wheel of Fortune there. You're going to have to literally just stand up for what it is you believe, what it is you want. If there's any forgiveness that's required, whether it's yourself or others, that needs to happen as well. I'm going to get you a card from the Unicorns deck as a card of advice. This was a tough reading, so I can't imagine what's going on. It felt like a big deal. It didn't just feel like a standard. I mean, it could be that you're pissed off with your job or something simple like that, but it felt bigger. It felt bigger than that. It felt like your beliefs, like literally your beliefs and everything that you stand for is involved in this. So let's get you a Unicorn card as a card of advice. And I think your reading is probably the longest one I've done for all of the individuals, which is fine. It just means that there was a lot that needed to be looked at. That was good. Oh my God. What did I say about strength and courage? This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. It's the same card as that. Well, not the same card, but it's the same thing. Grow within your current situation. The growth may not be, in this particular case, about sticking with what you've got and committing to other people. It's just that you learn and become stronger from the situation. Maybe possibly about setting boundaries, or definitely standing up for what it is you want. I will get you one more, but I am tarot oracle cards never fail to have me in awe, seriously. I don't know why, because I've done a lot of videos, I've done a lot of readings in general over 5 years, and I'm still always amazed when certain messages come out. It just, yeah, I don't know. I hope I never lose that, because it just keeps it feeling magical. Let's get one more. I don't know if this will be relevant. Oh, you get two. Intention. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your request to the universe. That's key here. Be bold with your request to the universe. You've got the Magician here. So, I mean, I've said before, I'm not that much into a sort of conscious manifestation. I believe I have manifested things, but in terms of, I don't know, I've got a funny relationship with manifestation, but you may want to try some manifestation techniques and research it and be very bold about what you want. Don't hold back and think, oh, well, that's completely unrealistic and it's too much, so I'm not going to do it. Just go for it, whatever you want. Go for it. Set your intentions with that new moon as well. If there's anything that you really want, go for it. And then you have dance. Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. It may be literal dance. It may be, you know, that really corny thing about, is it dancing to the beat of your own drum kind of thing? It may be that, dancing to the beat of your own drum, to manifest your dreams, because you're definitely not gonna manifest your dreams by doing something that you absolutely are sick to death of, which, as I say, that Four of Cups came up and it was like, you're not happy where you are. So if you're not happy where you are, then there's something where you are definitely not dancing to the beat of your own drum. And you can't, how can you manifest what you want if you're following somebody else's rules or going along with somebody else's path and choices, decisions and desires? So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Strength is key here, standing up for what you want. Yeah, feel free to leave your comments. I don't know what else to say after that. It feels tough. It feels really tough. So I really wish you all the best. If you want to leave comments, again, feel free. And yeah, hope it was helpful. Take care, Capricorn.